Hey y'all, this is Ange with Emerald Coast Playbook. Today we're going to check out the National Naval Aviation Museum here in Pensacola, Florida. So come on, let's take a look. Okay, if you're coming to the Emerald Coast, yes, the beach is great, but I'm telling you right now, this might be the best free thing you do the entire trip. And I did not expect to love this as much as I did the first time that I came. Like, we thought it would be cool, but not this cool. So, the Blue Angels practice right here in Pensacola, and you can literally just show up and watch it for free. And you know we love free, especially with all these kids and frequent visitors. You're sitting out on the flight line, and they're flying so close, it honestly feels a little unreal. Like, you hear them before you see them, and then all of a sudden they're just right over you. It's loud, it's fast, and it's one of those things where everyone just kind of stops what they're doing and watches. Even the kids were completely locked in the whole time. Well, most of the time. You know how kids can be. Which, if you have kids, you know that's saying something. And honestly, even my husband, who's a pilot, was like, yeah, this is insane every time we go. Also, something that I love is that there are volunteers out there who are so passionate about this. Like, they're not just standing around. They're explaining what's happening, answering questions, smiling, and you can tell they genuinely love it. And there's a narrator on the flight line. So you're not just watching the jets fly, you actually know what they're doing. And they also have the radio calls coming in and out from the actual pilots, which is just way cool. It also makes it way more interesting, especially for kids, because they can follow along instead of just watching planes go by. So definitely make sure that you're close enough where you can hear.
Each pilot now goes through their landing checklist. Gear flaps down. Tail hook's going to stay up. Loop these aircraft in from your left.
And the best part is, you don't even have to leave to keep the day going. Right next door is the National Naval Aviation Museum, and this is such a pleasant surprise for the area. It's huge, like way bigger than I expected, and it's free, which is kind of crazy for how much there is to see. You walk in and there are planes everywhere, above you, beside you. You can get really close to them, which makes it feel way more immersive than just walking through a typical museum. It really gives you a sense of everything you just watched outside. If you have kids, this is perfect because they can just move around, explore, and not feel like they have to be super quiet or still the whole time. There's a lot to look at, and it breaks things up really well after being outside in the sun. And honestly, for adults, it's really interesting too. You could easily spend a couple hours here and still not see everything. And if you go upstairs, there's a simulator as well as other things to see. And if you have kids, they're going to love the simulator. It's one of those things where they feel like they're actually flying, and it just adds another layer to the whole experience. Honestly, even adults will think it's pretty cool. And of course, there's a gift shop. No experience would be complete without it. If you have kids, just go ahead and prepare yourself now. They are going to want something. If you don't think you're going to want to get them something, just don't even step foot into the gift shop. There's a ton of aviation themed stuff, planes, toys, shirts, and it's just fun to walk through though, but it can add up quick if you're not paying attention. So either set expectations or just plan for it. Great for me? Oh, because it looks like Maximus?
Yeah. Look at Maximus heads.
Oh my gosh. After all that, we grabbed food nearby, which I highly recommend, especially if you've been out in the sun for a while or wandering around the museum. It's definitely more about convenience than anything else, since it's centrally located within the museum, but the vibe is actually really cool. It kind of feels like a ready room, which is where pilots get ready, and there's a lot of nostalgia in there with plaques and aviation stuff all around. My kids kind of thought some of the stuff was a little bit creepy, like red eyes and things like that, but you know, it's cool. So even though the food is pretty simple, the whole experience still feels very on theme. And honestly, it's just nice to sit down, reset, and let everyone recharge before heading back out. If you're coming here with kids, or honestly, even without them, this is such an easy add to your trip. It's different, it's memorable, and it breaks up the whole just beach all day thing in the best way. Especially in the Panhandle, especially in the summer, the weather can be a little weird. It can be blazing hot, or there could be pop-up thunderstorms that kind of ruin your beach day. So just know going in that this is a really great thing that's in the area. It's not something you can just do anywhere, and it makes it even more worth it. Practical tips? Okay, a couple things I would 100% do differently or just know going in. First, get there early, like earlier than you think. Make sure that you are on base. The gate traffic can be hellacious. when it's open to the public. And currently at the time of this recording, the base does have certain restrictions. If you do not hold a DOD, if you are not a DOD ID card holder, there's restrictions. So please, please, please make sure before you get everybody all stoked and ready to go see the Blue Angels, just check the website. They will tell you everything you need to know with restrictions. And also just get there early, not because it fills up fast, but because it makes the whole experience so much better when you're not rushing or stressed trying to find a spot. You can actually settle in, get comfortable, and enjoy it instead of feeling like you're scrambling. Bring water, snacks, and sunscreen. There's not a lot of shade out there. And if you've got kids, snacks are non-negotiable. It can be a little bit of a wait before everything starts. Also, ear protection. It's loud, louder than you expect. Adults will be fine for the most part, but for kids especially, I would definitely bring headphones or something just to make it more comfortable for them. It's the Blue Angels. Look up, buddy. Right here, hold it up. And honestly, once it starts, none of that even matters. It's just one of those experiences where you're like, okay, yeah, this was totally worth it. Those are the, maybe. And even after walking through a lot of it, it still feels like there's more to see. We're constantly turning corners and finding new sections, different planes, and just little details we hadn't noticed the first time through. It's really crazy how that works, right? It's one of those places where you can really go at your own pace. You don't feel rushed at all. If your kids want to stop and look at something, you can. If they're ready to move on, you can do that too. It just works really well for a mixed group, especially if you've got different ages or people with totally different attention spans. Us, for example, a lot of times we have groups with everything in range from 70s to our twins who are 4.
It's so much to read.
It is a lot to read. It's a tomahawk. And I think that's what makes it such a good add-on to the Blue Angels, because you've got all that high energy outside, and then this gives you something a little more relaxed, but still really, really interesting. So it doesn't feel repetitive at all. It actually makes the whole day feel more complete. And by the time you're leaving, it kind of feels like you got way more out of it than you expected, especially for something that's completely free. So if you're planning your trip, add this to the list. This is one you don't want to miss. Awesome. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Again, this is Ange with Emerald Coast Playbook. Real places, local tips, add it to the list. We'll see y'all soon. If you want more Emerald Coast ideas like this, especially if you've got kids or people visiting, follow along with the Emerald Coast Playbook.